I think that getting married while we're in love should become illegal. Like it is illegal to drink and drive, and I'll tell you why. Driving is something that we need to do when we're lucid. When we drive, we need to pay attention, we need to be alert, we need to have good reflexes. Basically, those are all things that we need to do with our rational brains. Drinking, on the other hand, when we drink, I'm talking about alcohol, right? When we drink, we're not quite there. Drinking suppresses inhibitors, and basically, our rational brains are not fully operative when we drink. That's why those two don't go well together. Something similar happens with getting married and being in love. Getting married is also something that we need, or we should, it's a decision we should make with our rational brains. We should make that decision when we are lucid. It's an important choice. It's like buying a house. You wouldn't want to go check out a house that you want to buy when you're drunk or sign the paperwork when you're high, right? It's an important choice, and you want to make that choice when you're lucid. And the same thing happens with getting married. It's a choice that you want to make when you're lucid. Being in love, on the other hand, is a lot like being drunk. When we're in love, we are inebriated. Basically, we're high. I mean, it's internally produced because it's with the chemicals that our own bodies produce, but it is a high. When we are in love, we are biochemically flooded with neurotransmitters, pleasure hormones such as dopamine, endorphin, serotonin, and that's why we feel so good. They're called feel-good hormones for a reason. And it is a beautiful state, don't get me wrong. Being in love is beautiful, but it has its limitations. Being in love is good for certain things, and it's not good for other things. For instance, being in love is good for things such as holding hands and walking by the beach and looking at the stars and reading poems and things like that. Now, being in love is not good for things such as getting married. That's not good. It's not a good choice to make while we're in love. It's better to wait for that biochemical high to wear off. And it will wear off, trust me, sooner than you think. I mean, how long can it last? A month? 6 months? A year, maybe? But it subsides. And when it subsides, you'll be back to your normal state of consciousness. You know, that state where there are things that you like and things that piss you off. You know, like when people hurt our feelings or when people do things that are offensive to our values. You may not be able to pick up on those while you're in love because you're high. So that's why it's advisable to wait and make that decision once you're no longer under the influence of that biochemical mirage that we call being in love. This is what we've done, we clever humans. We have taken 3 of the most volatile and explosive elements of the human experience, if not the most volatile and explosive, but way up there on the list for sure. We have taken these 3 elements, which are feelings, sex, and money, and we have mixed those 3 elements in this cocktail of sorts, and we have created an institution with these 3 elements, marriage. And we have called that institution holy. Holy shot is what that is. There is nothing holy about mixing feelings, money, and sex. Nothing good will come out of that. You want to know what's holy, what's sacred? Friendship. Friendship is sacred. So what about we build that same institution upon a foundation of friendship, or any relationship, any romantic relationship? What about we build those relationships upon a foundation of friendship? On top of that, we put, the physical attraction, sexual attraction, because you don't want to be married to a person you're not attracted to. That's not fun. And then the combination of assets, that's normal. And then all the feelings and all the all that volatile stuff. So we put the explosive and volatile elements on top of friendship, not instead of friendship, you see? And then we can call that institution holy or sacred. So back to the idea that being in love is like being high. When I hear people, and some of my friends have said this to me too, when my friends come to me with that 180 speech, you know, and they say, oh my God, he changed so much. He was so nice. He was so different. I swear. He did this 180 on me. I tell you, a 180, you know, and they say that he changed so much and things like that. I always tell them, it doesn't go well, but I still tell them, no, he did not change. You were just high when you married him.